Cost modeling, should cost analysis and total cost of ownership explained. Most organizations still make sourcing decisions based on unit price. But price alone rarely tells the full story. To make smarter procurement decisions, leading teams rely on cost modeling, should cost analysis, and total cost of ownership, also known as TCO. These tools help organizations understand what something truly costs over its entire life cycle, not just at the point of purchase. Understanding total cost of ownership. Total cost of ownership, or TCO, looks beyond the purchase price and includes all costs incurred across the life of a product or service. For capital equipment, this includes acquisition and installation, energy and operating costs, maintenance and spare parts, downtime and reliability impacts, training and support, end-of-life disposal. For services and indirect spend, TCO may include onboarding, contract management, rework, compliance, and switching costs. TCO helps procurement teams compare suppliers on true value, not just quoted price. TCO in CAPEX versus OPEX. In capital expenditure, TCO focuses heavily on lifecycle cost. A cheaper asset may cost significantly more over time due to higher energy use, maintenance, or downtime. In operating expenditure, TCO focuses on efficiency, service quality, and process impact. For example, a low-cost service provider may increase internal workload, errors, or risk driving up total cost even if the invoice value looks attractive. What is should cost analysis? Should cost analysis estimates what a product or service should cost based on its underlying cost drivers. Instead of accepting supplier pricing, procurement builds a fact-based cost model using materials, labor, overheads, logistics, profit margins, market benchmarks. This allows buyers to challenge pricing with data rather than opinion. How to build a simple should cost model. A basic should cost model can be built in Excel using 5 steps. First, break the product or service into cost components. For example, materials, labor, overheads, and margin. Second, estimate unit costs using market data, benchmarks, or historical spend. Third, calculate total expected cost by component. Fourth, apply reasonable margins based on industry norms. Finally, compare the calculated cost to supplier pricing to identify gaps. This approach is commonly used in manufacturing, engineering, logistics, and IT services sourcing. How procurement uses should cost models. Should cost models support supplier negotiations, cost breakdown discussions, make versus buy decisions, RFP evaluations, long-term cost forecasting. They also improve supplier transparency and reduce over-reliance on price benchmarking alone. Combining TCO and should cost for better decisions. The most effective procurement teams combine both methods. TCO tells you the full cost over time. Should cost tells you whether the price itself is fair. Together, they provide a strong foundation for strategic sourcing, contract negotiations, supplier performance management, cost reduction initiatives. Why this matters for procurement teams. Organizations that apply structured cost modeling achieve better negotiation outcomes, avoid hidden costs, improve budgeting accuracy, increase sourcing credibility, strengthen stakeholder trust. In a world of inflation, supply volatility, and cost pressure, understanding cost drivers is no longer optional. Closing, cost modeling, should cost analysis, and TCO are essential tools for modern procurement. They shift conversations from price to value, from assumptions to data, and from short-term savings to long-term performance. For procurement teams aiming to drive strategic impact, mastering these tools is a competitive advantage. Please subscribe for more procurement-related topics. Like to download the Should Cost Excel template from the description below.